I know you're really going to appreciate and enjoy our conference keynote kickoff speaker, Riley Christensen. I had good fortune to meet with Riley, his folks, and Ryan last night for a little while, and I really enjoyed getting to know them. They're just a really cool, down-to-earth family, and we really appreciate you coming out here to speak with all of us. I also learned that one of Riley's favorite physical activities is skiing, and that has become a family favorite. He did mention more than one time that hiking was not on his top 10 list, right? And he just kept saying, yeah, not hiking. And Dad's like, well, we do some hiking. And Riley's, yeah, no. He's got a list this long of physical activities, but hiking wasn't one of them. As well, he's an avid swimmer, and even as we were kind of wrapping up, and him and Ryan are easing towards the back door because they were going to the pool last night. So thank you for being such a great example. You fit in here beautifully. But what I really appreciated about Riley is his words of wisdom. Now, he's going to turn 13 next week. Let's give him a happy birthday wish. But he has wisdom beyond his years. And I was kind of, probing him a little bit. And I said, well, what kind of advice would you give to fellow students? And he said, he gave it a little bit of thought and then patiently stated, he says, you need to have fun. You need to have fun with your teachers. You need to have fun with your classmates. And you need to just have fun with everyone. And then he had a big smile on his face and he said he'd also tell his fellow students, just give your crazy teachers a chance. So I had a little chuckle, and then we were talking a little bit about the importance of physical activity, and he said, yeah, some days at school, I can't feel my bum. And I thought, yeah, we need him to come to our DPA workshops and just say, yeah, you need to have some activity so that everything circulates and you can hear and get the message. So I would like you to join me. So why don't you just stand, stretch, a big round of applause for Riley Christensen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for giving me the window of opportunity to come here. I'm amazed that this DVD is still being shown around the world. Sean Covey told me that this DVD has still been shown in China. It's true. I am almost 13, in grade 7 at Gateway Christian School in Red Deer, Alberta. The DVD you saw was done when I was 9 years old. I must be getting old. You are here because you are shaping the future. As educators, you encourage your students. Oh, sorry, I lost my spot. As educators, you encourage your students to do the right thing, inspire them to be great and to have fun. Great teachers can take great things and make them part of the curriculum. That is what I love about school. As you saw in the video, I went to a 7 Habits Theory Me school. I learned about leadership and finding my voice. My 6 years there were filled with a lot of love and support from many great teachers and EAs. They sure shaped most of my future, and here I am today. There's still more. Habit 7 is called Sharpen the Saw. This habit means work hard and play hard. And by play hard, I don't mean punch someone in the face when you lose. Rain or shine, snow or blizzard, you must find time to sharpen the saw. I love skiing, building snow forts, playing dodgeball, taekwondo, drumming, and swimming, just to name a few. Habit 7 is all about balance. Balance your food, balance your behavior, and balance your honesty, and basically balance your life. Shaping the future in a healthy lifestyle requires balance. Balance feels best. Balance has not always been easy for me. Sorry, I lost my spot. I faced the challenge of autism. When I was 3 years old, the doctors told my parents that I have autism. I didn't really know much about this till grade 2. It is really hard. Over the years, I have learned that my brain works differently from others. When I was 7 years old, I drew a picture of my brain to show my mom and my dad how it worked. This is the picture I drew. I showed my mom, my dad, and then I showed my teacher, and then I showed the board of trustees, and then I showed the superintendent. A lot of people. They told me that they learned a lot from my presentation. This is the new updated version of Brain, Riley's Brain 2.0. This is a brain with many windy roads leading to parking lots. Parking lots are good. My goal is to get all the way to a parking lot. There are also broken bridges, traffic jams, construction, and dead ends. Sometimes when you take a risk, you have to jump a bridge. When I reach a parking lot, that is when I complete a math question, or something like that. It's not easy to get there though. A dead end is when I don't reach a destination, and I have to go back. It can take a very long time. It's like a maze. You hit a dead end and you gotta go backwards. Sometimes you get stuck, or sometimes you can get stuck. When I get overwhelmed with sensory problems, this whole map becomes blurry and foggy and scattered, and I can't see a thing. Here's my sensory brain. When I get injured or overwhelmed, when I get injured or overwhelmed, my brain can look more like this. When I get cut or hurt, sometimes it hurts 100 times more than it should. Kids with autism and sensory problems can't handle pain, and loud noises very well. The wisps in this picture are like nerves or like strings going through my body. If I'm having a really great day with a good breakfast, a good attitude, and some fun, I have balance. And the lines are much less. Sometimes it is random, and I can't predict when my sensory system will be overwhelmed. This could happen any time. It happens more when I was little, and now it usually doesn't happen in public. Things like the shower noise, the sound of the blender, or my mom cooking onions drive me crazy. Like my little brother. These sensory-related things can be so annoying. Sometimes kids go through different changes, like hormones. This will affect how the sensory system reacts to external forces. With growing and hormones and stuff like that, I face new challenges. Being a teenager is hard enough. It is. A friend of mine with more severe autism is Kyra. She reacted much more in public. She would yell, she would laugh, she would cry, and she also couldn't speak. But she could learn in the classroom. People with autism face many challenges. You're all smart teachers for coming here. That didn't get as much laughs as the U of A. When you go back to your school, you need to know that students learn in different ways. Some have autism, some are just unique. Everyone has challenges. There is no such thing as normal. You have the job of shaping the future. I used to think I was dumb. I know that I am not, at least now. Remember that you have students who think they are dumb, especially teenage students. Shape their future by believing in them so much that they begin to believe in themselves. Thank you.
Might I suggest that's the reason that we got into education in the first place? Wow. Mr. Riley, you're amazing, you know.
Thank you.
I think I'm even going to go and get a tie. Okay, now we know why Brian does it. That's great. I just want to thank you so much and your family for coming here today. My goodness, you've got humor, you're bright, you're an artist, an accomplished artist. Sold the painting, he was telling us.
For charity.
For charity. And yes.
Can't go to me.
Yeah, it was brilliant. He knows about the 7 habits of success prior to his 13th birthday. He's living the 7 habits of success, sharpening his saw, balancing his life. I'm just so inspired. Words of wisdom, Riley, and I love the Brain 2.0.
I was going to do this, but...
Great science lesson. We learned a lot, and you're right. Yeah, what is normal?
More of a social status class for teenagers.
All right, so he's saying it's more of a social status class for teenagers, but really, we meet children like Riley and with other, inspiration and challenges every day in our classrooms. And so I want to thank you for taking the time to just say, hey, this is what it's all about, and just represent that as we move forward. Thank you for inspiring us as adults. Please give Riley one more round of applause. And I just want to let you know the medal that Riley or that Kim placed on Riley. It was a gift. It's for health champions, and so no matter what age, what matter ability, Riley, you are a health champion. So we want you to go forward and congratulations.